Hi, welcome to this reflective kind of session. I have now completed my music video and I wanted to read through perhaps my SWOT analysis, my aims and objectives, perhaps mention about how this project has helped me in an employability sense, and just kind of see whether I followed my plan, whether I'd managed the project well. So I'm going to start here right at the start with the project proposal. And I've written here that in this summative assessment, I intend on planning and producing a music video for the band. I've done that. The video will be uploaded to social media platforms and form part of a press pack. So the video is released this coming Friday, so 2 days time. And I've also, which I haven't added in, done a promotional video, so a 30-second clip with a few more Premiere Pro graphics in there saying coming this Friday and that sort of thing to add the engagement levels. It says the video will used to help me on the tour management unit, as I felt the potential venues and booking agents would be able to use the music video for promotional material. So that's something that in future we're going to be looking at doing, attaching this to the press pack. I feel that my aims are to develop areas that I've identified as weaknesses in my SWOT analysis. So let's ping over there and have a quick look at the SWOT analysis and see what's going on. Okay, so in my SWOT analysis and my weakness, it says I'm not particularly creative, so I feel I need to take inspiration from the current trends in music videos. On my website, I've referenced a lot of music videos, in particular the Blackstone Cherry Me and Mary Jane video, which has got a real key feature that I have in my music video as well, which is the focus between, so it comes into focus, zooms out for a sec or loses focus for a sec, then comes back in, and I really like the feel of that. The next weakness has got a real small working knowledge of Premiere Pro. I can safely say I'm an absolute whiz and a master of Premiere Pro now, from adjustment layers to crops to rotation to time, remapping to keyframes to all sorts of stuff that I didn't think I would ever know anything about. I've been on a massive learning journey with Premiere Pro. The next is my time is very limited, so getting a video recorded and assembled will be a stretch. In actual fact, that's become quite the opposite, because I've really focused on my on getting this target through. I've been relentless. I've been really resilient. I've tried to, the next weakness is getting all 4 members of the band together. That 4 members of the band was just the tip of the iceberg. It was also arranging the venue, getting people to film for me, getting actors and actresses and various other things. But actually I've managed to do it ahead of the deadline. I've probably still got another 2 weeks left to edit and things like that if I wanted it, but I'm really happy. I've been through 3 feedback sessions with the band. The guys have told me about different changes that they would like. And I've sent over on the 3rd cut another one, and they're really happy with it. The next one is I've 0 experience in this field. I'm not sure of scripts or storyboards or lighting requirements. Well, this has been again a learning journey, researching lighting requirements, researching storyboards. I didn't particularly need a script, more of a storyboard, and also a mood board. So this was taking perhaps some pictures of the Blackstone Cherry video, saying I'd like this, and opportunities and threats. A failure to grasp the software. I've overcome that. I got it. It was hard, but I got it. Poor quality production. This is something I'd like to talk about in a little bit more detail. I wanted to do 3 separate locations, which I think should be in the project. In the project proposal. Can't find it, but it should be in there somewhere. Here. Don't know. 1, 2, 3 separate locations. So I wanted to film with an actor and actress in a bedroom environment for them getting ready to go out to a gig. I wanted to film the gig, so a live performance of the band, of Juliet Falls, my band, with the actor or actress in the audience, drinking and having a good time. The 3rd location would be in a gymnasium setting, a sports hall, with moody lighting that would keep flicking back to the band playing, so that the viewer could see the whole band in kind of a moody, dull light. 2 issues arose. Firstly, one actor didn't show up. Secondly, we had a massive disaster on the actual filming. So Nick, the girl who was filming for me, was pressing the record button at the wrong time. So we ended up with no footage other than unusable footage. We haven't got any more gigs coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I can't record it again. So it's had to go to, and unfortunately, the production quality of the gymnasium, the sports hall scenes was so good because I'd had 2 cameramen come along who knew what they were doing. I'd borrowed digital SLRs, I'd borrowed lighting, I'd borrowed dollies for panning across the band. I'd booked the hall, which I knew was a huge space that we could make really dark. And actually the outcome from that was really good. So the project has had to take a massive turn, and I've had to decide to cut all of the live footage. There's no point doing the bedroom scene because I haven't got anything leading into that. It would just be a bit strange and not make any sense at all. So I've decided to be a bit more creative with Premiere Pro, use lots of different angles of the same venue just to try and give it a bit more flow. It doesn't have a huge storyline for obvious reasons. It's in one location, but I think for promotional purposes, it's actually going to be a really good video, and I would definitely film like this in future. And it's similar to the Blackstone Cherry video. I got the zoom bits that I wanted, and they're in one location. It's not telling any story in particular. It's just a very cool video of a rock band, which I'm absolutely happy with. So I think I managed to overcome the threats. I think I managed to overcome the weaknesses and probably turn the weaknesses into strength because I'd spent so long trying to make sure that I'd got them covered. So let's have a quick look through the development plan. So week 1 was met. Week 2, learned about panning, time remapping, video transitions and layering. Lots of YouTube demonstrations, a bit of reading on that, and actually I'm pretty good with that now. And in fact, you know, touching on employability, I would be able to show a student of mine how to use Premiere Pro up to a certain level. You know, as I mentioned earlier, time sampling and keyframes and layers and transitions and adjustments and things like that. So I'm actually pretty competent with that now, whereas 8, 9, 10 weeks ago I knew absolutely nothing about it. I carried out music video research, which are referenced on the website. Venue research, so I'd planned for the pub, the live gig, sorted that with the owner and okayed it. Didn't get the footage due to a technical fault. I'd coordinated the sports hall and booked that. Whilst booking that, I had to make sure that there were 3 other band members, 2 cameramen, and everybody else available to come in and do that at the same time. The venue wanted £20 for 2 hours to hire the hall. It said here I roughly spent £10 an hour, so actually I was right on budget with that. I've also overcome that, and it's not cost me anything yet, as I've credited them on the end of the video with special thanks to Telford College. So actually that's not cost me anything other than calling in a few favours from friends to come and help me out. Week 5, beginning film at location. I was bang on. I recorded at the pub. I got the gig. A camera person and lighting on hand, so that was all available to me. However, I didn't get the footage for reasons I've explained. Filming at locations 2 and 3. So as location 1 let me down, locations 2 and 3. So I skipped location 2, the bedroom. There's no need for it, and just went on to location 3, which was the gymnasium. Moving on, week 7, construct my first draft of the video, which was last week, which I did and sent over to the band, and they were so excited about it that within minutes they'd sent me back. There's not much of this, there's not much of that. In fact, I met the drummer the next day who didn't want to text, but he just said actually there's not much of me in it at all. Sorry, him in it. So he wanted some more of his own shots, some cool shots of him put in, so it was back and sent that and made some changes to it. And then finally, the band's feedback, interaction, and make any changes that are required. I'll create the finalised spelling correctly video and present this to the band before submitting my product to Waterbear. So I'm about 4 days ahead of target. 22nd of July commencing. It's currently the 17th of July, and actually I feel like I've finished. One issue I've come across is the website, the free Wix website builder that I've created has run out of space. So you're allowed 8 videos. So I can't do any more to it other than creating another website, or as I've had to do with the finished video, hyperlink it off to YouTube. So the finished music video appears here now. And here it is in all its glory. This is currently not released. It's been hidden in the depths of my YouTube channel. But the band are happy and we're going for a release on Friday. I'm just going to skip to the end for you and show you the credits. So there you go. Produced and directed by me. Camera credits to David and Rob, and special thanks to Telford College there. And then just a couple of links to kind of the Juliet Falls band pages. Let's go back to the SWOT analysis. So let's have a quick look at the opportunities. So I've noticed that Instagram and Facebook videos get much more traffic than status updates. So again, on Friday, we're really hoping to see a massive engagement. We'll push the links for the Juliet Falls tracks on Amazon Music and Spotify and that sort of stuff, whilst launching the music video. And actually, just kind of a bit of top secret feedback that the other band won't see. There's a venue in Stoke-on-Trent called the Rigger, which is a big live music venue, and actually pinged them an email asking to play there as a support band, and sent them a top secret link to the music video, and they've given us a booking for September. So there's absolute proof that the video is successful. It's actually led to work in the music industry. It's got us a gig supporting a decent band at a good live music venue. So I'm really happy with the outcome. I appreciate you can only see my screen now. And then I've done quite a bit of research here about marketing, project management, and all things like that. And these are available on the website too. I have a research blog. I've done a link to filming here. There's the gymnasium shoot and some videos about it. Links to the video logs, or vlogs, and then obviously the references here. So that's it really. That's my reflection. I'm really happy with how the project came about, how it went. I had to decide to cut the one certain scene, which was a big moment. Do we try and salvage it and make something, or do we actually go with this footage that's really good and don't worry about it? And it was definitely having to speak to the band and making a joint decision about what we want. And we all decided, and I think it's come out really well. Okay, so thank you very much. That was my reflection about my summative assessment. See you soon.